Hi there folks, welcome to another clip here on my YouTube channel. First of all, I would like to thank you for all the likes and comments you made. Very much appreciated, and of course very much appreciated if you do so this time as well. Today let's draw our attention to one topic from the commodity markets. It's silver, and we'll be checking out the chart technical picture before the fundamentals. And just for the reason of some chart technical aspects, we will be having a view on that one right now. Let's check out the silver chart. So as you can see, as we are speaking Friday afternoon here, the silver price is still taking the way to the south. And whatever the reason is, whatever the story out there is, if it's just a correction, if it is on top the Evergrande story, if it's on top whatever, just having a short look at this chart picture and just to discuss a couple of things that could lead us to place some new setups. First of all, that is a 1 year picture. On top of that, that's a daily picture. And as you can see, you are starting with a Fibonacci analysis. As you always know, I do that stuff quite often and use it quite often. And you see there is a 100% Fibonacci starting at the end of March 21 and going up to this level of 2875 from May 17. These two levels combined giving you the usual Fibonacci retracements and, if you like, projections. In that case, because we started from the downside here to the upside, the kind of Fibonacci projections to the downside are quite interesting to have a look at. You see a couple of arrows and a couple of question marks here, and on top you see two lines. These two lines are the exponential moving averages. The blue line is the EMA 100, the red line is the EMA 200. I just made some arrows in that direction up there that the current price is just shown around here, that 22.14.15 markers right now we are speaking, and in direction to this level of the 76.4 Fibonacci retracement. This could be something like slightly underneath these two EMAs to have a retest to this upside here. A couple of other arrows just showing you how a price could move, could, not should. Okay. As you can see, there is another line down here. This is a so-called RSI, so the relative strength index, and you see that this is nothing like oversold yet, and still possibly retesting oversold territories if you just check out the current market movements. If you see, that is a 20-point line here. The last lows around that 20 marker, so oversold territory. If you just have a look at this marker or close to that marker, if you are something between 25 and 20, you're way on this kind of a nice setup for a first position to have an enter into the long direction. Just saying, it's nothing to just draw you into that position, just a way how to possibly trade that. All right. You see a couple of other lines, descending trend line here and a little down here as well. Nothing to be worth talking right now. On top of that, a chart technical picture always shows you something like possible theories. You can draw some arrows and stuff like that, analyze chart technical patterns, and of course you can use a couple of indicators and oscillators just to be a little bit more sure. Is it the more time to buy or is it more the time to sell? So just giving you something like a better tool for timing. That's it. You don't know anything about the fundamentals yet. You don't know anything about numbers. What is the supply and demand of the global silver market? You don't see that in the chart. So that's the reason we are speaking about that in a fundamental part right now. All right, folks, let's check out some fundamentals. And just before you scratch your head, where is this guy taking all that kind of data from? It's quite easy for you as well. You will find data, for example, from the Silver Institute and from the World Silver Survey 2021. So quite easy to get a sample of that one via Google. Nothing like a really rocket science. Okay, if you check out this kind of data, you will find out yourself that you will get some data about world supply, world demand, and on top of that, investment. And regarding the world supply, you will find out that this is something like 1.0563 billion ounces of world supply forecasted for the year 2021. On the other side, you will find out that there is world demand scratching around 1.033 billion ounces for the year 2021. Just to get in some other numbers, for example, the solar tech, so the solar technology stuff from the renewables, they possibly have something like around 105 million ounces forecasted for the year 2021. So the usage of silver in solar tech is worth having a look at. Regarding the next years to come, solar tech may be getting more and more of a meaning, just because the United States, for example, with the Biden administration and a couple of other countries are just pumping a lot of money into that energy sector, in that renewables energy sector, to get something like more energy out of solar tech in the next decade. Regarding some numbers about the solar tech, you might find another research from the Department of Energy. If you like to do so, you can have a look at that as well. And if you check a couple of other data, you will find out that even in the year of 2020, the solar tech, the solar business, made something like 130 gigawatts plus just in 1 year. So that means a lot of usage regarding silver. If you check that out into a couple of other countries, you will find out that 18 countries already crossed the 1 gigabyte border. So it is more to come into the next 5 and 10 years. So from that kind of view, from that part of the industry, the silver usage should be great for bulls, for silver bulls. Another topic is the automotive sector. So you will find out that the automotive sector is slowly going in the direction of the electric cars, as you already know. And if you check out data, you will find out that the electric car industry might be having a bigger usage of silver into the next years to come. They are forecasting something around 90 million ounces a year in direction of the year 2022, 2025, every year 90 million ounces. Nothing small. On top of that, a couple of other usages, of course, jewelry, don't forget that one. On top of that, the photo industry, still the photo industry, textiles, some technology stuff, medicine, a lot of usage. The industry usage for silver is around 50% and sometimes above that. And not to forget some special usages in the next years to come. They are still working on that, but it could be real in the next, even in the next year. They try to have technologies for consumer electronics and for touch screens, for example, so that they can be skipping that expensive rare earth stuff as well, and maybe change that into some kind of tungsten oxide and combination with pure silver. So this is a way a couple of technicians already are working on. Regarding another usage, or let's say that a kind of investment, don't forget we have a lot of investors out there as well, and silver is well known for ETPs, so exchange traded products. Exchange traded products means something like exchange traded notes, especially exchange traded commodities, and depends of course the countries you're looking at, some other instruments as well. That whole sector is something around 150 million ounces forecasted for 2021. So if you simply made your kind of additions, and you will later on find out that the silver market after that kind of demand story, after that kind of supply story and the ETP story, is in a deficit. So to be a 100%, right now forecasted from the Silver Institute, the 2021 forecasted deficit for silver is 126.7 million ounces. That's the third consecutive year, so the third year in a row with a deficit. Somehow you may think, why the heck is silver not speeding up? Why the heck is silver not really spiking up the road? Possibly a good question. You can have a lot of theories, conspiracy theories, whatever you have. But let's face the facts. Silver is still at 22.15 the time I was speaking about this year, and is still taking the way to the south, whatever the reason is. One reason possibly is the correction, that's so-called Evergrande correction story, and possibly some guys out there took some winners from the silver and gold positions and pumped that into their losses, or to average them out, or whatever, to close them. You never know. On the other side, on the longer run, and that's how you should see it for the next month until the end of the year and into the next year, 2022, silver might be a nice play, and the longer term might be a good play, and that's the reason we are speaking about that right here. We, us all, just regarding us market participants. All right, guys. That's the fundamental part. Just one explanation, because I'm wearing a red sweater here. It's not because some red numbers out there. It's just because of the reason I feel a little bit cold, because I just came back from vacation, and that's the way just to dress myself and warm up a little bit. All right. I wish you a happy weekend, relaxing weekend, and of course prosperous trades to come into the next week. Hopefully you guys will leave me some thumbs up, and on top of that, don't forget to be a member of this channel. It's very easy. Just have a click on this red button down here, the YouTube platform, and you'll be a member of it. Very much appreciated. Thank you again. Happy weekend.